happy the Game Awards Eve. Tomorrow is the big day. It's arguably one of the biggest years for the Game Awards because of all the huge titles that came out. But yeah, tomorrow, 4:30 p.m. Pacific time, the Game Awards will happen. I thought it'd be cool to make a little video talking about some of my thoughts on the Game Awards overall this year, some of my predictions and feelings about the Game Awards. I think I'll kick it off by just doing a general look at some of what I think will be the biggest winners at this year's awards. They all have the most amount of nominations. I picked 4 games that I thought would be the best. The ones that I think have the most chances of winning. Starting off big, obviously, Baldur's Gate 3. They have 8 nominations this year at the Game Awards, and it's well deserved, honestly. They have a great chance at winning the Game of the Year award, and then a lot of their nominations as well. It is my personal pick for Game of the Year this year. It's the sound design, it's the voice acting, it's the characters, it's the storytelling, it's the game design, it's everything made by an indie developer, no less. Going after that, we've got, of course, Spider-Man 2. Also loved to bits that game, and Spider-Man is just a sheer winner. After the success of the first one, it's got 7 nominations. I think it's going to win a lot of those nominations, if not all. And following that, we've got Super Mario Bros. Wonder, which was kind of a surprise hit. I haven't played it yet, but I think it's going to win at least 1 or 2 nominations. That's my prediction. Following that, the game that I had to pull myself away from playing just to make this video is The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, which amazing. Going off of Breath of the Wild with Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild being one of the best games of all time at this point, very much loved in the gaming community, including myself. It's a huge contender for winning potentially Game of the Year, but I think it'll win at least some of their 5 nominations. I think it also should be mentioned that all the Game of the Year nominees this year are sequels. I don't know what that says about our industry. Probably just that when we love a game, we're very vocal about it, and developers just take that and say, all right, let's make a bunch of iterations of the game that people are obviously madly, deeply in love with. Now, Alan Wake 2, great game. It also has 8 nominations. It might win. It might win a few of those nominations. Personally, don't think it'll win Game of the Year, even though it is heavily nominated this year. We'll just have to see with that one. My prediction is Baldur's Gate will take a lot of those in the categories that you'll see Alan Wake 2 in. But we might get some surprises, which I'm really excited to see. And fun fact, actually, about me with the Game Awards, I was in attendance at the very first one back in 2014 in Las Vegas. I think I still have a photo of me there that's on my Instagram somewhere. But yeah, Game Awards are always a big time for us gamers, and it's no surprise that this year might get a little bit more eyeballs just because, not only has it been a huge year for games, but it's pretty much grown year over year from what I can tell from Jeff Keighley's he's very vocal on his social channels about numbers and viewers and all that stuff, and trying to, of course, grow the Game Awards to its biggest potential. Now, to touch a little bit on the controversy around the Best Independent Game nomination that was announced on November 13th. Right out the gate, I will say that I don't think we should blame Jeff Keighley for this particular list of nominations. He has released a statement after the controversy kind of blew up. He did mention that, there is over 120 media outlets who do vote in choosing who the nominees are. Yeah, it's unfortunate that Dave the Diver was nominated and is clearly not an independent game. But I think it was a necessary evil so that we could really take a moment and a pause to say, hey, what is an independent game? We don't want to go the route of kind of the music industry, how they went, where like indie bands or indie groups or indie artists are sometimes categorized as indie just because of how they sound, because of their music style. And Jeff did mention in his response back to this controversy, he actually listed a lot of different criteria that we should look to really define and really hone in on when it comes to what we think an indie game is. Is it the budget of the game? Personally, I think yes, that should be a huge factor. Does it mean that where its financing comes from is not any of the big 3 or any of the big AAA studios? Just because it's small, just because it looks like an independent game, doesn't mean that it's independent. And I think that's where Dave the Diver kind of fell into kind of a weird area that just hasn't been defined yet, and I think it's up to those 120 media outlets to just re-examine for next year so that these sort of things don't happen, because it does make it a bummer for a lot of the indie studios who didn't have a leg up in the way that Dave the Diver did. It really is a bummer for independent studios out there, especially the ones who made great games this year. I think I would be remiss to not mention any of those games. So I just want to say that I see you, and I'm going to list off the games that I think deserve an honorable mention and deserved that spot over Dave the Diver. Pizza Tower, I see you. Developer Torta Pizza, you guys are awesome. I know you guys already have a debut indie title game nomination. Congrats on that. I think it's really cool. I think you guys will take it home. I think you'll win it. The Game Kitchen, who made, of course, Blasphemous 2. I saw a lot of love for that. You guys deserve a shout out for sure. Congrats to everyone out there who made an amazing killer game in this crazy year of video games. Like truly, truly, the fact that you came out with a winning game, with an amazing 10 out of 10, very loved indie game in the year of our Spaghetti Monster 2023. You guys deserve an applause. I think there should have been an executive decision made to remove Dave the Diver from that category, just because of the backlash and just because we do need to revisit what these 120 media outlets define as indie title. Congrats to the nominees. I'm actually really excited for this year's Game Awards. I hope you all have an amazing time watching. If you are watching from home, or if you're even attending, I hope you have an amazing time. Let me know in the comments which game you hope wins this year, or wins the most, or that you loved the most. Doesn't even have to be nominated. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video next week. And thanks for watching, as always. All right. All right, I just got back from a walk and I forgot to mention this in my video when I was recording, so I want to hop on here real quick and mention that it does feel weird to be celebrating video games this year after so many layoffs in the industry, so much suffering, so much unfair treatment. And I would be really disappointed if Jeff makes no mention of this during the award ceremony. So I'll probably do another video where I talk about this. And that's all I wanted to say. All right, for real. Bye.